Zoe, you're awake.
What? Oh, Wonkers, get off me! Ah, what time is it? Wait, where am I?
You're in the hospital, Zoe. In Casablanca. Don't you remember?
No.
You got really sick, and they brought you here to make you better. I've been watching over you. You've been in a coma for a long, long time.
I'm not sure. I'm confused.
You just woke up, Zoe. It must be strange to be awake again. Don't worry. It'll pass. You just need to rest. Go back to sleep now. I'll watch over you.
Wonkers, you don't sound like yourself.
You've been very sick, Zoe. You can't trust yourself right now. Just close your eyes and go back to sleep. You'll feel much better afterwards.
No, I can't sleep anymore.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
I need to get up.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
Stop it, Wonkers.
Are you tired? I'll stay right here.
No,
You're not feeling well. I can tell.
I don't know what's wrong. It's you, Wonkers.
That hurts my feel.
Good old Wonkers. For as long as I can remember, he's been there for me. The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess they weren't expecting me to wake up from my coma anytime. There's something not quite right about him.
Someone will be with you shortly.
I can't put my finger on it, but he's not. Flowers from Liv. No, this isn't really me anymore.
Thanks for joining us. Things are
Jardin de Roses. Home, sweet home for most of my tumultuous teenage... Locked. All that beach, that's been away a lot. Our 5th anniversary. Reza and I took the backtracks to Norway and a hydrofoil to Svalbard. That's me, in Cape Town.
Customer satisfaction has reached an unprecedented...
It's a card from Karen. Mum, Dad and me. That was when we moved to Casablanca.
An end to war, an end to violence,
It's
an
locked.
end to poverty.
Why on earth would they lock a hospital room? That feels... This must go into the hospital hallway.
What he called
Graduation day. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. 2nd place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. No, this isn't really me anymore. Hola, sweetie. Over 200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake. Encouraging.
Why don't you go back to sleep?
Maybe Wonkers is right. Maybe there's something very wrong about... I've slept enough. You don't...
You're imagining things. Sleeping will help you feel better.
No. Locked. All that beach and sunshine, and I remember that day. We had one of our dad and daughter days. We walked around exploring the city, we went to a museum, and then we ate an amazing buffet dinner at the Wati Plaza Hotel downtown. Mum and Dad, Karen's nice. It's a card. Karen's nice. She's been a good friend, and she makes great coffee. I'm so happy to have Olivia Del Marco in my life. When was the last time I visited her shop? That was ages ago. Did it close down? I remember something about... what just happened? Something happened to her, to Liv. Something terrible. Okay, that was not just in my head. Something's definitely going on. Olivia. She's dead. I know it. I feel it. Shit. Am I losing my mind, or is reality glitching? Thinking of you. I would hope so. thinking of you. I would hope so. Get well, get better, please. I spent my 21st... Hey, a message from Emma. Oh, Jama sent me something. Oh, an invitation. My surprising over 200. Get well, get better, please wake up, hope you recover. The magic nurse summoning button. Those vitals are not being in a coma probably help. Those vitals aren't too bad. You don't sound...
You're sleep.
No. Cape Town University has... I remember, come to think of it, I don't remember much from that day. I was there, I was wearing a gown, but who else was there? Dad? Reza? And what was the ceremony like? I just can't remember. Weird. Now I'm officially freaked out. Something's wrong. The whole graduation thing, something's definitely wrong here. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Second place, I think. Jama was so proud. Prouder than my dad, perhaps. I'd almost forgotten this. I won a competition. Casablanca's a great place to grow up. Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Jardin de Roses. Casablanca's a great place. Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Or move to Europe. Dad and me in Dad's been away a lot. I remember that day. We had one of our dad and daughter days. Dad and me in Dad's been away. I remember that day. We had one of... We always talked about going to Svalbard. It's such an incredible place. So majestic and so alien. 5 years together. I remember we stayed at the... what was the name of that place again? And where was it? I don't remember any of it. It's weird, but I remember nothing from the trip, aside from talking to Reza about it and this photo. We were there, and we've been together for 5 years. Haven't we? No. No, this is wrong. This feels all wrong. This must have been sand. I remember this day. That's me, in Cape Town. I remember falling in love with the place as soon as we got there. There were so many hiding. When she came after me, she would stomp. I don't actually remember her voice that well. Or her face. Or that she was there with Dad and me. Mum was... She wasn't... Where was she? It's a card from Karen. Karen's nice. It's a card. Karen's nice. She's been a good friend, and she makes great coffee. Dad and me in Casablanca. Locked. 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 All that beach and sunshine, and I'm locked inside. You don't sound...
You're imagining sleep.
No.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Things are generally going very well today. Wouldn't you say so, Marek?
Incredibly well, Rika. We'll soon be out of jobs, the both of us.
I honestly wouldn't mind one bit, Marek. Following up on yesterday's heartwarming Watty Corp story, the company behind everyone's favourite dream machine has announced that customer satisfaction has reached an unprecedented 110%.
Impressive, Rika, but who can argue the Dreamer has changed everything?
An end to war, an end to violence, an end to poverty. What are we doing here, Marek? We should be in Dreamtime too.
Good old Wonkers. For as long as there's something not quite right about... Good old Wonkers. There's something not quite right about him. I can't... You don't sound...
You're sleeping.
No. There's some... Not being in a... Those vital not being in a coma probably helps. The Atlantic Ocean looks perfectly serene from here. I wonder where this hospital is located. The Atlantic Ocean... I wonder where this hospital is located. Must be on one of the quieter beaches in Cas. Dad's been away a lot, travelling, but we're still... I remember that day. Dad and me. Dad's been away. I remember that day. Locked. The Atlantic Ocean. I wonder where the Atlantic Ocean looks. Jardin, Casablanca. Maybe I'll go back. Jardin, Casablanca's a great... Maybe I'll go back to Cape Town. Or move to Europolis. I've always wanted to do that. This must go into the hospital hallway. It's locked. What? This must go into the hospital hallway. I spent my 21st birthday in a coma. That's just sad. Hey, a message from Emma. Jama sent me something. Oh, an invitation from my surprisingly large circle of acquaintances has been busy to over 200 unread posts. So I was more popular in a coma than when I was awake. Encouraging. Get well, get better, please wake up, hope you recover, don't die. Where's that book you borrowed? Come back to us, all our love. Where were these people before my coma? It's from Reza. I guess he stops by often. It's from Reza. I guess he stops by often. Thinking of you. Oh, it's from Reza. I wonder where this hospital... I wonder where this hospital... The Atlantic Ocean looks perfectly serene from here. When the megastorms aren't raging, of course. Then it's a card from Karen. It's a card from Karen. Karen's nice. She's been a good friend, and she makes great coffee. Dad and me in Casablanca. Those vitals aren't too bad.
Why don't you go back to sleep?
Maybe Wonkers is right. There's something very wrong. I've slept. I guess he stops by often. I mean, of course he does. I hope he's okay. It's from Reza. I guess he stops by often. I mean, it's from Reza. No, this isn't really me anymore. The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess the magic nurse summoning button. The call button should really be next to the bed. Although, I guess they weren't expecting me to wake up from my coma anytime soon. We'll send someone to your room as soon as possible. Not being in a coma, those vitals aren't those vitals aren't too bad.
Why don't you go back?
There's something very wrong. I've slept in... I didn't graduate. I dropped out. I mean, sometimes I wish I hadn't. But this is a false memory.
What are you doing,
I never
Zoe?
graduated from Cape Town
You shouldn't
University.
be on your feet. Come on. I'll tuck you in and read you a little
I didn't
story.
graduate.
Just
I
like
dropped
in
out.
the old days.
I mean, sometimes I wish we talked about going to Svalbard, but we never did. We broke up, and that trip, it never happened.
You
This
don't
isn't
look
a
well,
real
Zoe.
memory. We
You're
talked
probably
about going to
seeing
Svalbard,
things.
but we never did.
Please lie down.
We broke up, and
Just
that
for a
trip,
minute.
it never happened.
I'll watch over you.
Helena
I'll
was never
sing
part
for
of our
you.
lives. It was just me and Dad. She abandoned us when I was an infant.
This isn't helping anyone, Zoe. You're just going to ruin everything. Please stop. Please go back to bed.
Liv had an accident.
Go back to
She's
sleep,
dead.
Zoe.
She never sent me a get well card. Liv didn't send this. It's not. Oh my god. This isn't real. This place is a hallucination or a projection. I need to get out of here.
Look what you've done. Why couldn't you just leave things be? We could be happy here together.
It's locked.
The both of
Why on
us.
earth would they lock a
forever.
hospital room?
I
That
need
feels
you to go back to sleep,
unlocked.
Zoe. Now,
All that beach and
before it's
sunshine
too
and this.
late.
I wonder where the Atlantic Ocean looks
Look what
perfectly
you've
good.
done.
Old Wonkers.
Look what you've done.
For as long as I can
Why
remember,
couldn't you
he's
just
been there
leave
for me,
things be?
like a
We could
surrogate
be
sibling
happy
and
here
guardian.
together.
Best gift. Something's wrong. This place. Something not quite right about him. You're all wrong. You're not you.
That doesn't make any sense, Zoe. Of course I'm me. I've always been me. Wonkers, your old friend. Your best friend in the whole world.
You look the same, but you don't act the same, and you don't sound the same. It's like someone put you together from memory, but they didn't get the details right. They didn't know you like I know you, and they probably figured it wouldn't matter. That's what's wrong with this whole place. It's made of memories, and some of them are not right. Europolis, Arcadia. I wasn't dreaming. They were real. This is the dream, or a dream made physical by me. I made this, and I can see through it.
But I'm real, Zoe? Aren't I?
Of course you are, Wonkers. Of course you're real.
Are you sure you don't want to play a game? We haven't played a game in so long.
I'm sorry, Wonkers.
Okay then. Promise to wake me up later?
I promise.
Nighty-night.
I'll miss you too, buddy.